This is the Kpopcast, and in this episode, we talk about Bobby's F-bomb-laced comeback, Scandalous Innuendo from Young Posse Epic High, and Card Big Matthew and Woo-sung flirting on social media, and also our takes on this year's MAMA nominees. This week, we welcome back to the show Syed from Genius Korea. Hey, welcome back.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for having me on the Kpopcast. I'm Syed. I'm the founder of Genius Korea, which is a community-led initiative on the lyric website Genius. It's the big yellow one you might have seen on the internet. We focus on transcribing and translating your favorite Korean songs. And I'm really excited to talk about everything today.
Yeah, Syed is not only a genius translation expert, he just keeps up with all things K-pop and always has like really insightful and like snarky fun things to say about what's going on in the scene.
Thank you.
We love his takes so much that we have invited him on back to back the last 3 episodes this month. You're basically part of the Kpopcast team at this point.
I'm the honorary member.
You really are. So everyone go back, check out our episode about iKON, and then we had an episode with Teresa before that. So just like get your fill of Syed's takes. It's really a treat.
But before we get into the topics of this episode, guys, don't forget to join the Kpopcast listener fam on Slack. The link to the space is in the episode description.
And now for hit replays. I'm Stephanie.
I'm Syed.
And I'm your PD Michaela, and hit replays are what we call K-pop songs you guys should totally check out each week. So kick us off, Stephanie. What is your hit replay for this week?
My hit replay is Doshi, My Bad, or Goom. Now this song just lets me melt into my seat and into a pool of tears in the bathtub. Tell you more about it after the clip. So, Doshi, I've been following them for a little while now. They are an R&B duo comprised of Tae Jung-hyuk and Jeon Ji-hae, male and female duo. Their music is basically R&B, a little bit of city pop. It has that dreamy, hazy, cloudy vibe to it. And it just makes you want to hop in the car, take a cruise, going nowhere, or just lean back into your sorrows. Like this song in particular, Goom, or My Bad, basically talks about feeling like everybody hates you, basically because one person is upset with you. And what you would want more than anything in the world is to just hold that person and escape those feelings, even if it feels awkward to be with them at the moment. Even though you've made them upset, you've done something wrong. The name of the song is My Bad. And what I really love about this is the blue notes in the song, the harmonies, and that dreamy instrumentation just like can really tug at the heartstrings. If you're feeling something, if you're feeling like you messed up and you're just wallowing in it, like this is a song for you. Speaking from experience, I might be in that situation right now. But this one just spoke to me. And it has an understated beauty to it.
Yeah, thank you, Stephanie. I have another addition to my K-pop for crying into my pillow.
I know, right? Yeah, I thought of Michaela, sad girl era K-pop.
And it's fall. Like we're ending October, getting into winter soon. Perfect.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep. Add it to the playlist.
It's perfect for like rainy days when you're not looking for the sunshine. You just want to sit in the gloom. Yeah, it's perfect for that. And I agree with the dream pop elements of almost like it's also rock. It's not just pop.
Yes.
It has those instrumentals in it, and
The guitar.
yeah. It really helps the overall vibe of the song. I agree.
I saw on their Nama wiki that they kind of got popular off of like SoundCloud.
Oh,
which,
yeah.
Okay, yeah, that makes 100%. I feel like a lot of the sad people on SoundCloud get really popular.
Yeah.
So, Syed, what is your hit replay for this week?
So my hit replay for this week is a song by the Queen Bees of K-pop, I guess you can call them.
Yeah,
who's that?
Yeah.
It is IVE and their latest title track called Baddie.
I'm a baddie, 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 pretty little risky baddie. 뭐든 될 대로 되라지, catch me if you can. Baddie, 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 앞서 내 길을 막지 가뿐히 날아오를 테니 catch me if you can. I'm a baddie, 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 어디 그리 바삐가니 뭐든 될 대로 되라지, catch me if you can. Baddie, 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 나는 없어 거기 이미 어차피 못 찾을 테니 catch me if you can.
So, for people who don't know IVE, they are a 6-member girl group from Starship Entertainment. They debuted late 2021, early 2022. And they quickly became one of the most popular girl groups in K-pop. Their second single, Love Dive, which was extremely popular. It won Song of the Year award at every Korean award show imaginable.
Yes.
Including the MAMA Awards. And this spring they came back
That's
with their
big
first...
because BTS wins everything.
Right?
Yes. And BTS was sweeping in everything else, but Love Dive prevailed in Song of the Year category. And this year they came back with their song called I Am earlier this year from their first studio album. And now they're back with their first EP called I've Mine. And it has 3 title tracks. And Baddie is the latest one.
I've mined. I see what they did there.
Yeah. I think it's a series of albums that they're going to release like that. Because the first one was called I've. And the second one is I've Mine. And then I don't know what the third one is going to be.
Another
I've mined. Yeah.
But yeah. And this one is a lot more mellower compared to their other title tracks. They're more explosive chorus and more like, big production on their songs, especially for their title tracks. But this EP as a whole is very subdued compared to everything else that they've put out, which I enjoyed this time because I just feel like when K-pop groups like get stuck in one sound, it gets repetitive at some point and boring a little bit as well. So they tried something different with Baddie, and even though it's a bit mellow, it still has a really catchy hook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It also has like lots of witty and catchy lyrics that you can use for, I don't know, like Instagram captions and like TikTok stuff and things like that. I really liked that it's also like almost like a girl crush concept.
Oh, yeah.
Which is similar to what ITZY does or aespa does. There's a little bit towards the end of the song, which is literally so familiar, so similar to aespa's like songs like Savage and Girls.
Oh, right. Yeah.
With the electronic interlude.
Yes.
So yeah, it's a different sound for them, but it's a good direction. It's not a downfall.
Yeah, I was gonna say I love the production in the sense of like it's really just IVE's cats is the concept, right?
Oh
just
yes,
like
the music video.
hella cats everywhere.
Yes, the music video.
Like we're all cat people on this call, by the way, right?
Yeah.
I've got my 2 cats jumping around. Michaela's got cats. Syed will have a cat eventually
In the future.
Yeah. Yeah, the music video, yeah, as you said, it has cats everywhere, giant cats, small cats, all sorts of cats. It was interesting because like the song is very much like I'm a baddie and like catch me if you can, but the music video is surprisingly soft. And so it almost makes the song sultry instead of like a hard-hitting girl crush style. So that was interesting.
Like how cats do. Like they want you to come to them. They're just gonna stare at you.
Exactly. Yeah, it's not quite so savage.
But you know who is savage?
Oh,
my hit replay for this.
hey.
Sorry,
that was a really good transition.
So my hit replay for this week, guys, is Bobby's latest EP. Well, mini album, not an EP. Technically, it's a mini album. And the song from that is...
Hold up, technical question.
Hold on.
What's the difference between EP and mini album?
I was going to ask the same thing.
Okay.
Somebody.
My definition from limited research, I say an EP is generally like technically 1 or 2 songs versus a mini album, which is like anywhere between like 4 to 5 songs.
Are we sure about that?
Because like generally like an EP is like it's technically 1 song, but sometimes artists will tack on like a few other songs to the EP.
Okay.
Right?
I mean, I feel like in K-pop realm, where we have like all sorts of different definitions, I think mini album and EPs are like equivalent to each other. Because we go from single albums, which is single and a B-side. Then we do mini album, which is typically like 4 to 5 songs. And then a full-length album, where the limit is if it's more than 7, then it's a full-length album, which is why Blackpink has been releasing. It has 2 studio albums under their belt. But yeah.
Okay. Well, this is my hit replay is the song Hercules from Bobby's alleged debut first mini album, Robert.
Riding down to the night with Peggy. Walking out, shut the thing down, jungle sheet. No, my car can't stop, can't fuck with me. Mushy, yeah, I'm feeling like Hercules. Writing down my sins, 채워 주머니. All my haters say, 이제 그만 멈춰, please. 근데 나는 더 밟아버려 till you bleed. Mushy, I'm feeling like Hercules. Kill. Feeling like Hercules. Kill. Energy burning deep in my veins.
Robert.
Yeah, so Bobby, aka Bob, aka Roberto, aka Robert.
Roberto.
We've talked about him. Like, he needs no introduction. Like, he's amazing rapper, singer, songwriter, member of Icon, currently under 143 Entertainment, and is mostly known, especially in Korea, as like getting his star from winning Show Me the Money 3. Like that's kind of like the beginning of his cred as a rapper, producer, star in the scene, in the music in Korea. But this song also features Just This, who is also a Show Me the Money alum, technically as a producer, but he was formerly under Indigo Music, currently under Groovin, Robbie's label. And he's like, again, one of those rapper producers who's worked on a lot of songs and featured on a lot of songs that have been like really popular hits. Like the last one from, I believe, like 2020 was VVS, which was like a really popular song produced by Groovy Room.
I think that went number 1 in Korea.
Yeah, it was like I think it's his first and so far only number 1. But he has a lot of other like really popular features. Like I know you, Stephanie, like one of my favorites was Take It, featuring Mush Venom.
Oh yeah, I loved that. That was one of my songs of the year.
Yeah, so we've just got like 2 big Titan charismatic rappers on this song, and you really feel Just This like matching Bobby's like growl energy throughout the whole thing, which is why I think it's my hit replay. Though the whole EP, Robert, has really been my hit replay. Like this one though is like stands alone as like, it's like, again, the one that I keep coming back to the most, but also like it has a lot of like the innuendo and the shadiness and undertones of like the meanings of his lyrics that you get with all the other songs, which First of all, I shout out to Ashley who did like a whole Instagram live breaking down like the lyrics and some of the meanings behind all 4 songs. But for this one, the part that I love the most is like his concept of like I'm Hercules, I'm so strong, and all the haters who thought like my life was gonna crumble because of me getting married and having a kid and leaving a label, like I've come out even stronger.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Ashley's breakdown of this EP was really good. Mm-hmm. And especially if you're looking for like the deeper meaning behind the song, I thought that she did a really good job of it. Especially the part about just the fact that people doubting the fact that they're going to leave YG or leave their, the label that propelled them into stardom and still be able to, be a successful artist. So, yeah, he does a lot of clapbacks.
Yes. And a lot of just like blatant swearing, which for me, like coming off of the Lucky Man album is just like so satisfying to actually hear him curse after all these years of being censored.
Yo,
and just like
that was going to be my one comment. Like whenever like I hear him say like, I'm going to freak you up. Right? Don't you ever test me? It makes me want to turn it off. I'm like, Bobby,
that is,
but this one, it was a direct response to that line and how all of us fans felt about that. That's what I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's something interesting because whenever we get like Lucky Man, for example, like that album is available on South Korean music platforms and it's not age restricted, even though it is an aggressive album.
Yes.
But Robert is rated 19 plus and it's completely restricted on all platforms. You cannot stream it if you are underage. You cannot view the lyrics. You cannot like listen to snippets, nothing. And yeah, I mean, like the lyrics, for example, for this song were only available on Apple Music other than Genius. Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
Yeah, we should mention the title track F. Literally, he drops the F-bomb at least like 100 times.
Like, we know you have it in you, Bobby. You must be restricted from above. That must be what's happening.
Yeah. And that feeds into this whole idea of like what I think the whole concept of like why this EP one is so short. Like there's only this mini album is so short and it's only 4 songs. Like it feels like a bunch of the music that he couldn't do while he was at YG. And for some people it feels a little dated because it feels like the kind of stuff that like, teenage early 20s-year-old Bobby would be talking about. Like he has like Show Me the Money alums on this, like, and that feeds back to like old beef and like old issues that he's had in the past, especially after being on that show. But I don't know, it feels like this is his like last moment of like to get that all out before, maybe he goes into the military and then he comes back as like, hey, I got a kid, Bobby. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think it's also like interesting to see the lyrics are very much directed at someone. It feels like he is saying these things to someone. And my theory is that it's like a music executive, like either at YG or somewhere else. It feels very directed at someone. And in the similar vein, we recently had DPR Live, who left, who is on hiatus, I guess, from the DPR label.
Yeah.
And he just came up with a song called Till I Live. And that one is also it feels very directed at someone. Like he's taking jabs at someone who did him wrong. Yeah. And so I'm just like, okay, all these rappers coming out.
Let me get my popcorn. Let me find out.
And people are like, don't speculate. I'm like, no, I'm too nosy to not speculate.
Oh, come on. That's what we do over here.
Right?
Yeah.
Unless they specifically by name call out the person, we just have to guess.
Yeah.
We're
And I was
left with
like,
no choice.
Exactly.
Okay. Did we have anything else that we?
No.
I'm done.
Yeah.
No,
Great
I think I'm
choice.
good.
Okay, cool. So again, let's move on then to our How You Think hot issues of the week, other stuff that we wanted to talk about outside of just single releases. So Syed, I know this is a topic that you really wanted to talk about. So this week we got the official list of MAMA 2023 award nominees. So your thoughts, what are your feelings with this list?
Yeah, so MAMA nominations almost every year, they kick off the end of year celebration, I guess you could call it. It's the first award that happens. It's the first award that announces its nominees. It's a whole ordeal. Everyone tunes into this. And it's almost become like a annual tradition for me to chime in on the nominees and my thoughts about it. I will say, like, starting off, I feel like this year MAMA did it right. Like,
okay. That's
a lot of the
surprising.
categories are very solid and very, like, they did a good job of encompassing a lot of the artists. For example, the one that really stood out to me this year was Best Female Solo, which had Jisoo from Blackpink, Jihyo from Twice, Hwasa from Mamamoo, Jeon Somi, Choi Yena, and Lee Chaeyeon. And they're all really strong contenders. Like, their songs were hits. People knew of the comeback, and it fits in the category that they were nominated for. Similarly, for male artists, we had Jimin, Jungkook, V from BTS. We had Taeyang from Big Bang. We had Lim Young-woong, who scares the crap out of every fandom.
Right. The Trot King.
The Trot King. We also had Park Jae-jung, who people might not know, but he was really popular in Korea, like, domestically.
Right, yeah.
His songs were getting nominated for music shows, and I believe he won a lot of them as well against really popular idol groups. So it makes sense. Like, a lot of these artists and a lot of these nominees make sense. The one that I have beef with,
But where's the
There has to
but?
be a but here.
the biggest but, is the best dance performance by a male group. So we got NCT 127 with Ayo, NCT Dream with Candy, which is a cover
Technically, yeah.
of the HOT
Reimagining.
reimagining of that. We had Super from 17, S-Class by Stray Kids, Sugar Rush Ride by TXT, In
Yeah.
Bloom by Zero Base One. Where the F is Ateez?
Yo, seriously. How does NCT get 2 entries?
Right,
Yet
they got
one
'em
being
there
a
twice.
cover. Exactly.
I
Come
am
on, man.
Yeah. Bouncy by Ateez was so popular this year. It went viral,
Right?
specifically for the choreography. Everyone was doing the conga line. Everyone knew the chorus of, like, that squeaky, high-pitched chorus. And so it's just like, it's surprising, like, Candy was nominated, which is a cover. And I mean, if you wanted to nominate NCT Dream, I would have gone with, like, ISTJ or
Right.
Broken Melodies or something like that. But they went with Candy, which is very surprising, and no Ateez. And Ateez don't make an appearance in the best male group category either.
Yeah. I was just looking. I was like, oh, they're not even there.
Yeah. So it's almost the same list, but with the exception of EXO is there and Treasure is there. Which I'm really happy for EXO. They're back. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
They're back in the roster, but I don't know if
Yeah.
they're gonna win. Treasure was a wild card. I was not, like, I was surprised to see that Treasure was on this list.
Right.
But yeah, again, no Ateez. And then if you scroll through the
snubbed.
entire list,
Yeah, the long.
Ateez is not there. Ateez,
Yeah,
they're nominated for something called Worldwide Fan Choice Award,
Oh,
which is
yeah.
That's not
basically
real.
they're like 10 winners in that category.
Yeah.
10 out of like 30.
Yeah. And they nominated Ateez. I mean, they're leading they're in the top 10 right now in the voting. But I'm honestly like, the fandom should boycott this thing. Like, it is absurd.
Yeah. Injustice.
Yeah.
My question,
okay,
though, for you, Syed, is for the best male artist and best new female artist categories.
Okay.
Who are your picks to win? And then I'll pose this to Stephanie too, because for best new male artist, we have Boy Jeans, aka Boy Next Door,
Boy Jeans.
Even, Rise, Psychers, and Zero Base One.
Yeah. This is interesting because last year the best new female artist was the category that everyone was looking forward to. This year it's going to be best new male artist.
Yeah.
Because this is a really packed list of
this is hard.
groups. I low-key want, because everyone knows that it's going to like come down to like Rise versus Zero Base One.
Oh, really? Okay.
I low-key want Zykers to take it. Just to piss
You know
everyone
they're
off.
not gonna. I don't even know why they're in here with how Ateez is treated.
Yeah, I know, right? Like,
If this is about business,
is KQ Entertainment the one beefing with them, or
Right.
is it specific to Ateez? Like, but back to the question. I feel like Zero Base One is the top contender. There are a survival show group. Mnet produced that show. It makes the most sense that they're gonna win. Rise coming from SM, the slightly NCT related tangent. They might be a second runner. I feel like they're gonna get some sort of prize at the show anyways. You know, Mama loves to make up awards when the ceremony's happening. Some sort of fan favorite, something, they will win something.
Okay. So Zero Base One?
Zero Base One is my top contender right now. Yeah.
I almost feel like Rise is gonna come out from nowhere and take it for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe it's like the hidden power of SM, like the fact that they're even on the list.
yeah,
And they've only been out like how many months or so?
Yeah. I mean, speaking from like a perspective of like charts and stuff, Rise is definitely doing much better than Zero Base One.
Yeah.
In terms of the song.
Yeah.
itself.
And that's my thing is like, is Mnet going to give themselves an award for their group, or are they going to actually give it to the best male artist?
we
Zero
can't
Base One,
count
like,
on them
sold
to
a lot.
recognize the best of anything. We're all
Exactly.
just speculating on what are the business motivations going to lead us to here.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Stephanie, what's your answer? Who do you think is going to win best new male?
Oh man, I was kind of disappointed by the Zero Base One debut, to be honest. Like there's some real talent in there, but they didn't get a great song, in my opinion. I have more enjoyed the releases from Psychers and Boy Next Door, to be honest. What, you're laughing?
Well, no, because it's like Psychers was supposed to be what Boys Next Door was, and then
Yes.
Boys Next Door.
Yeah, but that's the joy of K-pop. You get both.
Right.
There's just something for everyone. I just think in terms of moving the genre forward, giving us something fresh, those two
Yeah.
like hit that criteria for me. And if Rise or Zero Base One get it, it's going to be kind of, more of the same, the shoe-in nepotism candidate. Sorry.
I will also say, like, if you haven't checked out Events debut, it's really good.
It is.
It's
Even
a really good song.
They're up
Formerly,
there.
Blit.
Haha.
Sorry. If for people who don't know, like that's what they were originally called. So that's that group.
Oh yeah, the Blit. Yes.
Blit, yeah. Remember that?
They were originally that.
They changed it. Thank God they changed it. Oh my God.
Yeah,
But
and it's the new Jellyfish group, which for me, with the decline of VIX and very very, I'm hoping that these guys can make it.
Yeah. I mean, they have the Boys Planet power behind them.
Oh yeah, 100%. That's
Yeah.
why for me, to be honest, my first guess was like rise or even. Like if Mnet wasn't going to give themselves an award.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Zero Base One for this one.
Okay. All right. Quickly then, best new female artist. We have Andya, right? Andya. Say it.
L7Z up.
L7Z.
Yeah, I'm letting y'all attempt these.
Kiss of Life, Limelight, and Triple S.
Where is 50/50? No, I'm just kidding.
Right? But that's the thing. Is
Yeah, that was the next big snub from this year.
50/50 should be on this list.
We see where Mnet stands. We get it. But yeah, like 50/50, if they were nominated, they would have been the front runner, the winner right from the start.
100%.
And I mean, it's interesting because like there a couple of fans were also mad that Lucemble, the Luna spinoff, did not get nominated for this either. And they are speculating once again, it's similar to the 50/50 situation where Lucemble is in a lawsuit right now. And so Mnet is just steering away from that. But right now, from this list itself, I think it's going to be Kiss of Life that takes it.
Right. That one makes the most sense. I feel like it's also a very safe pick. Mostly just like from what I've seen of the girls. Like I haven't dug too deep into all the other releases other than just like listening to the songs and like seeing the view count.
Yeah. I think my reasoning is that Kiss of Life has a lot of senior idols who have been around for a while. So like I feel like maybe the judges, because the judges' criteria is a significant part of the winning or the winners. I feel like they would know who they are.
Right.
Just because of they have been around in the industry doing other things.
Even though they're technically like new female artists.
Yeah. They're kind of like IVE or, you know, like the members have been around and they've done other things. The other one is the L7Z Up because they are from Queendom Puzzle.
Okay. That's where they're from. Okay.
Yeah, which is another Mnet production.
So Mnet might just give themselves an award.
Yeah, so it's kind of like that definitely has to factor in because it factored into Kepler winning some things.
Right.
And especially when they were up against like IVE and New Jeans and all these like mega big artists. So that definitely factors in to these winners.
Okay, Stephanie, do you have a guess for the winner? New female artist.
I hope it's Kiss of Life.
Right.
That would be really satisfying, actually. Maybe Triple S? I don't know. I don't know enough about the first two, Adia, L's Up. I'm just gonna sit back and watch. I'm not too invested, but I would be kind of pleased if Kiss of Life took it.
Got it. Okay. Well, we'll tune in with October 30th to 11.
How do we tune in?
I believe there are links somewhere.
There's just links around on the interwebs on the Mnet YouTube channel.
Yeah, Mnet Plus app probably.
Yeah.
Go
exactly.
vote.
Well,
Go
either
vote.
way, while it is streaming, once you find where to watch it, and we'll probably share it in the Slack. Like, join us in the Kpopcast Slack. We'll be talking about it. We'll be watching it. It'll kind of be like a watch party, I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
Yay!
Yeah.
November 28th and 29th.
Oh, we do have to mention RM. He did not land any nominations this year.
Oh,
What?
No nominations
It's
for
just
him.
Jimin and Jungkook
eek. NV.
Which is,
and V
Ouch.
I mean, okay, so out of
And
the seven.
Suga.
and J-Hope.
Dang.
Out of
Pretty
the
much everyone who released something.
No.
Yeah,
No.
that's I know.
RM, and he
know.
put out like a whole album. Oh, poor baby.
Low-key
Yeah.
the best one.
the best one. Exactly.
He worked so hard on that.
I mean, that's
4
another
years.
thing with this award show is that the the nomination criteria for Artist of the Year, Song of the Year, and Album of the Year is a giant mess.
It is.
Because what they basically do is that all the nominees from all the other categories are automatically nominated for those three big, like, day songs, I guess, grand prizes. But there are certain albums that don't have, you know, singles, like Indigo by RM. Like, you are supposed to consume it as an album. Because Wildflower, the title track from the album, is the last song on the album.
Yeah.
You know? So because Wildflower is not nominated, because Wildflower doesn't fit rap, there is no rock category at MAMA, like, it's just an orphan. Indigo isn't nominated for Album of the Year, which it should be, because it's one of the best albums that released this year. But yeah, I mean, that fandom is on fire right now, because I think RM and Jin are the only ones who didn't get a nomination.
Oh, right. Did Jin have a solo this year?
Okay, so technically he does have The Astronaut.
Oh, okay.
That was this year.
Which is eligible for this year's award
Technically,
shows.
because
Okay.
it like barely fits in, right,
It's
with the
in
timeline.
it's like the very early zone of...
I'm sorry, I'm laughing.
No, it's okay.
At least RM's not alone in being snubbed.
Right.
Yeah. I mean,
Go hang
because
out.
that would have been another...
And also, just look at the big
kind of drama.
picture. Like the one year that BTS doesn't release something as a group, are you serious? All of the members get nominated for something? Come on.
On a
no,
technicality,
They
too.
fit BTS into the nominees as well.
What? Where?
They are nominated for Best OST.
Oh,
Nobody has heard that OST.
what is that?
The
Get
planet.
out of here.
But they released a song called The Planet for
The
like
Planet.
I think it's a cartoon show.
Bastion's
Bastions.
OST.
And then they were nominated in Best Vocal Performance by a Group for Take Two, which was their anniversary song. And therefore, by default, they're nominated for Song of the Year, Artist of the Year, so on and so forth. I will be really pissed if they give it to BTS.
I know,
but-
like, especially for vocal
Yeah.
performance, because like the other nominees are Akmu, B2B,
Oh, please.
MC The Max,
So
and
strong
Mellowmans.
vocals.
Right?
Yeah.
That would be messed up. And I love BTS, man. This
And
ain't it.
I can't imagine the B2B losing vocal performance to any other idol group at this point. in
Yeah.
their
There's
career.
too many songs on here for Song of the Year. We got to do some slash and burn here.
Hey, but
This
you know,
is not serious.
You know what though?
What?
All the way at the bottom, my boy Zero Park. He
Zero-
made
I
it
know,
in.
your boy. Your boy
Right
made
there
it
at the
in.
bottom, I'm like,
Buzzer
so
beater.
happy that he was
Zero Park.
nominated.
I'm not a fan of the song. I'll be honest. It's not my favorite
No,
of the
me
album,
neither.
but I'm happy he's there.
Oh, yeah. They had to
That
sprinkle
was a
some
surprise
spice.
thing. That was a surprise nominee in the rap category.
Yeah, I'm happy for him. I'm gonna vote for him if I can.
Yeah, do
Zero
it.
Park and J Park. The two parks are there.
Yeah, J Park shouldn't be in there either. Sorry, not his best work.
It's okay. It's honest.
Anyways,
Okay, cool. Anything else about Wamba before we wrap up this section?
no, thanks for doing that analysis, bringing it to the community.
Yeah, because to be honest, I've been so jaded about the Mama Awards for the past like 3 years. Like, I'm so happy that you're
Same.
bringing this like energy to it. Now I'm like invested.
I mean, I'm gonna watch, but like basically kind of a hate
Yeah.
watch at this point.
I mean, every single year, I'm like, oh, Mama sucks. But then I tune in every time.
Exactly, they still get our
And-
views, our eyeballs.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, like I watch it for the performances because
Yeah.
Mnet, one thing Mnet does good is they bring the production.
That
Yes.
is true. They've got that money.
And I give them kudos for that. So, and I mean, we know like Stray Kids going to be there. 17's probably going to be there. So
Yeah,
we're going to
that's-
get like,
And that's the difference from last year, right? Where they had like split it up between multiple locations, right? This year it's just one.
is it all on one day?
Tokyo Dome. They said the 28th and 29th.
Oh, never
So
mind.
slightly split.
Okay, so it's still
Slightly
split.
Only 2 days, not 3.
Oh my God, I remember there was one year they did it for 3 days, consecutive days. It was like
Oh, no.
each ceremony was like 8 hours long. I'm like,
Ain't
what
nobody
are we
got time for
doing?
that.
Nope.
It was so bad. And I had to watch it because like they split like EXO's performance
You
on 3
had
days.
to watch it. That's why they did it.
Listen. They had EXO CBX performance one day and then the EXO performance
Oh,
on the next day.
CBX.
And they also had Chanyeol perform on the third day. I'm like,
Oh.
seriously?
Yeah. You got to do what you got to do. You got to make the time.
Well, speaking of Chanyeol, moving on to our rapid fire debug or not section, we're going to just kick it off with a few other comebacks from this week that we have thoughts about. I think I'm going to skip number one really quick and we'll come back to it, but starting with Chanyeol's latest solo single, Good Enough. Are we debug or not on this track, guys?
I am so debug.
Same.
It is
not-
so cute.
Not good enough for me. Sorry.
No.
I mean, that joke was just waiting for me. But I'm
okay.
glad you like it.
I mean, I enjoyed it because first we got to see multiple EXO members come together. It's almost like, you know, those rare sightings of like Spice Girls, like members don't come together anymore. But yeah, like the music video featured Dio, Baekhyun, Chen, alongside Chanyeol, and yeah, I liked it. It's a cute song.
It was cute. Yeah, I
It's
admit it.
cute.
I felt attacked by it a little bit because
The lyrics are very.
it's probably the most relatable
It is so relatable.
Chanyeol song that I've like. It's like I feel like before with his singles, like he's tried to seem really cool, but now he's like, okay, I'm not that cool. I'm actually just like a dork who likes to chill inside, and like I need my friends to get me out to come outside.
That is adorable.
Like when I was watching the music video and like he was doing his like, you know, he was bored, he was just hanging around. Then Chen comes along and he like fixes his things and whatnot, and he drags him out. But then Chanyeol's energy is contagious, so Chen becomes an introvert as well. Now you need Dio to come in and like pull both of them out. So it's like, this is very much like it's very relatable.
Yeah. And then I timestamped it at the 2-minute 28 mark where Baekhyun comes in and then Dio leaves, which
Yeah.
for me is like it was hard to watch a little bit because we just found out that Dio has left SM. Like that's the other headline from this week was like he's joining a new like agency under like, what was it? Under one of his managers. Yeah. So it was like, oh
Company
no, too
Susu.
soon. And Chen and Baekhyun both look at each other like what the heck?
yeah, we could have had that.
Yeah.
Especially
I mean,
Baekhyun, right?
Yeah,
From this year.
that's what people were talking about because Baekhyun tried to do it and everyone
Yeah.
gave him flack for it.
Yep.
But with Dio's situation happening and Chanyeol and Sehun also rumored to be leaving, we found out that basically to do any sort of solo promotions, they need to make a different company. Like they cannot promote it under SM anymore. So, yeah.
Yeah, it was so interesting that those were the members that showed up. It was kind of like it reminded me of like when we found out that like Joy and Crush were dating, and then we go back to that music video where it's like just them.
Dun dun dun. Oh, the
So, like,
Mayday
I
video.
wonder-
Yeah.
I wonder what other hidden messages are in this music video. But yes, it's a debak for me.
Woo.
Yes. So that was actually our number 2. Going back to our number 1 comeback from this week, we have Young Posse with Macaroni and Cheese. Debak, but I don't know. I feel
am
like I've been
very
corrupted by all the
conflicted.
people coming in and like making me think harder than I needed to about it.
What? How so?
So they, the innuendo of, especially in hip hop, of mac and cheese,
No.
being related to female parts,
What?
similar to New Jeans and Cookie, kind of.
Oh, come on.
Yeah,
Okay, I
That's what
must
people-
be out of the loop. I ain't heard that.
yeah, that's what people have been talking about. How it's like because they have that reference for the use of macaroni and cheese, or at least mac and cheese, in other, especially in the hip hop context, like, what was it? The not Nicki. Ooh, I shouldn't say it. But Cardi B, the Cardi B song, the WAP, like that's a line, a very, very iconic
Oh,
line
really?
from WAP. Yeah.
Oh, snap.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know. I want to just like love this as a cute food song because we had a lot of cute food songs this year, and I'm like I have a playlist of like my K-pop snack bar, which is like
snack bar.
yeah, it's like NCT pretzel and then like red velvet sundae, like
Gotta have Baekhyun candy in there.
candy. Like yeah, it's just a cute food song, right? Let's not read too much
Yeah.
into it.
Yeah.
It is a weird debut though for a new group. I will
Yeah.
say it's an interesting concept and in the music video.
It's a pretty good beat. I'm not gonna lie.
But I believe the members do have credits on the music because this is an
Nice.
FNC group. They do pride themselves on like having bands, having actual artists who produce. So it'd be really interesting to see what they
Wait,
come out
who-
after
who-
this.
Where are they from?
FNC. So like technically
no,
they're
no,
like the
no.
sister, aren't they?
No, they're DSP.
DSP.
Oh, DSP.
shoot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they are from the Card umbrella.
Oh my God, I'm so
Got
sorry.
it. Oh, now we know.
What was it? Yeah. Kara was in
With
You know
Kara.
what? You know what?
Yeah.
The great restructuring got me all messed up.
So this is under DSP. but
Technically, yeah,
DSP is
DSP,
under
Rainbow
RBW.
Bridge
Yeah.
World.
Yep.
Yes. Okay. Sorry. Okay.
Oh, no
now,
problem.
in that context, this comeback makes a little more sense.
Yeah. I am conflicted about this one because, yeah, as you said, like the lyrics and stuff, which is interesting because, like, if an adult wrote it, then I would be like, okay, it's definitely that. But at the same time, 4 out of the 5 lyricists on the song are the members. So maybe it is just about mac and cheese.
I really think so, you guys.
Mac and cheese is good.
I think it's
And
one of
it is
those. I think it's one of those K-pop songs where there's like a random word generator, and they use it, and then that becomes the title of the next song. I honestly think that that's what labels are doing these days because the English titles
Yeah.
are just out of this world.
Yeah. I mean, I
Random.
think macaroni and cheese, like people don't have an issue with macaroni and cheese. I think people had issues with a couple of lyrics within like the verses where they in like the innuendo is like mac and cheese being sticky and like those kind of things. People were just a little bit like taken aback by that. And so, yeah, I mean, the lyrics and the song itself is a little bit like, this was supposed to be a debut.
Right.
Like, this is not a pre-debut. This is not a pre-release single or whatever.
It does feel like a pre-debut song.
It does feel like a pre-debut song. And so, but I will give them kudos for the music video. That is
Yeah.
one hell of a creative music video.
So many VFX shots.
It is really well done. You know how like we made fun of K-pop from like second gen, how like they are dancing inside a microwave or inside like a
The same box.
what was it, like the thing? Yeah, like yeah, and this is literally that. Like they are literally dancing inside a microwave. Like they're not being shy about it. Like they are dancing inside a microwave while there is mac and cheese floating around.
Right. Like I said, yeah, it's silly. It's cute. I like it. Daebak.
And it's directed by a Grammy-nominated music video director who has worked with like lots of Western pop artists.
Wow.
So
Okay.
yeah, there was definitely a vision over there.
Stephanie, what are you on this?
Mac and cheese. I'll give him a light Daebak.
Okay.
You know, I support it, and I don't think we should read too much into it.
Okay. So our next comeback, technically this is another NCT unit, NCT new team with their debut Hands Up, which is technically a J-pop music video now that I think about it, but they are
true.
under the NCT umbrella. I'm Daebak on this, although the music video makes me it's so silly because it's like all of these like green orbs coming and like attacking these boys, which makes me feel like it's like the NCT neo culture technology essence is
Yep.
coming to abduct them and to bring them onto the NCT hive mind.
That's very sinister.
I just that's how I see it. Like it is cute. It also reminds me of this drama, the High School Nurse, where it's like these spirits are like
I've seen that one.
They're all these like jelly creatures. It's like a bunch of like green jelly that they're like fighting against.
Yeah. I am not Daebak on this one.
Okay.
I was like, please, someone be not with me.
I don't know. I'm tired of the NCT thing now. Like, I love NCT 127, Dream, Wavy. Like, I love those guys. But I'm just like, they are doing it. I don't need more guys to do the same thing. Like,
Okay.
you know, like, I love Fact Check. Like, that was a bob. NCT Dream has been making bobs. But that's their sound. Like, let's move on. Like, Rise, the one thing that attracted me to Rise with their debut song Get a Guitar was like, it's different. It is different. It's something new. It's something fresh from SM. NCT new team feels like we're just taking a step back in
Dang, not a step back.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you said it.
chronologically, it's like, just like, we're going back to the NCT thing. Like, we need to move forward.
Yes, honestly, I skipped through this. Once I heard the sound, I was like, okay, I know what this is.
Yeah.
They look good, though. They're cute.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I
not
don't know.
for you,
Yeah, what
Stephanie.
about you, Michaela? Yeah, not for me.
Okay, I know this is Daebak. Like I
Of
am
course.
all for the infinite NCT multiplication.
Infinite.
Multiplication.
You haven't seen enough of it. You're not tired of it yet.
No, because again, it's like they're kind of the first group to like really make that kind of system work in K-pop. Like, so I'm like, I still hold out for it because it's like having an actual group with a possible graduation system. I feel like is a healthier approach to groups, where it's like you bring in new guys so they can start their careers, and the older guys have a chance to like go live their lives.
You know what I will say though? It would have been interesting if, remember when NCT 127 released Regular, and then Wavy when they debuted they released
with the
Regular Mandarin
the Chinese version.
It would have been interesting if they made that thing like a
Right?
debut thing with like a Regular for like a Japanese version. And
I feel like that's gonna be like one of those. I feel like they're keeping that in the pocket for one of those like giant NCT comebacks. What they do, like maybe that might be on like NCT 2025.
but also maybe these guys are too young to be like singing about Regular.
they're kids. They're teenagers.
Yeah. Wavy was grown up.
VVS my diamonds. No, you boy, sit down. Okay, so our next song for this is Sunmi's comeback with Stranger.
Daebak all the way.
I'm sorry. Kind of similar to what you said about NCT. This does not feel fresh Sunmi to me. It
For the
feels like a
first,
redo.
2 seconds, I was like Daebak, and then the rest of this, and then
The
it went
switch
back
happened.
to the original Sunmi, and I was like, oh, okay, no, I'm sorry, this isn't like that vibe in like that first 2 seconds that you hear throughout is the song that I wish it was, but it's not,
Yeah.
and I can't force it be the song that I want it to be.
Yeah.
But I love seeing more Sunmi.
I mean,
not
a lot of
this.
people were thrown off by the switch up, and like not just one switch up, it was like 2 different switch ups and like 3 different songs. I just think like the song, the hook is very catchy. Like it gets stuck in your
So
head.
catchy.
Like Mr. Stranger, and like that part,
Yeah.
like it gets stuck in your head. So, and also the music video itself was just like amazing. So it's Daebak for me in that sense. But yeah, it's the sound and the song overall.
Yeah.
She has had better ones.
And it almost makes me feel like maybe there's like some deeper like extra meaning to like why the song is this way that I'm just not getting. Like how she did with Noir, where it's like there's like a bunch of like artistic vision in what she's doing, but it's like it's
Okay.
you know.
Here's a theory. In the music video, you see like she is creating another self of
Yes.
herself, almost like a Frankenstein.
Yeah.
And the choppiness of the song is a reflection of that. Like, because people are talking about like how there are like 3 different songs in one. And all those 3 different songs are sounds that are known, like Sunmi sounds. Like Sunmi has done sounds like that. So it's like an amalgamation of her different identities into one. And the Mr. Stranger, people are saying that she is the Mr. Stranger part. But that's just a theory.
Oh, okay.
But maybe some songs just don't need to be, theorized. Like mac and cheese, like, okay.
Yeah, we don't need to go deep on that.
Not every K-pop song needs to have a deep meaning.
Yeah, so our next comeback is Jay Chang with Rockstar. Like he says Chang in the music video, so I'm okay. I don't know how to pronounce it. But then it's also like the Australian Sam who's saying it. So
I think it's Chang. Because I don't think he's Korean.
What?
Yeah.
I watched that whole show.
Wait. Stephanie.
Anyways.
Well, his Wikipedia page says he's an American singer.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Jay
he's
Chang
not like
Rockstar.
half. What do we say?
He's from New Jersey.
You're saying he's straight white?
Trivia. His father is Hungarian Irish and his mother is Filipino Chinese. He is not Korean.
The Chang is Chinese.
Yeah.
Well, shoot. Learn something new every day.
I guess he's like Bam Bam. Where he's not Korean, but he's making K-pop.
Yeah. I mean, plenty of people are doing it.
Yeah, but this is also a solo release right before he is about to debut in the group One Pact.
Yes.
So I don't know if the song is Daebak because again it's just more of like the sound that I expected from him, especially like watching him on Boys Planet and like hearing what he was the songs that he was using to audition with. But it's so interesting as a solo debut right before he goes into a group. Like it makes me wonder what the group sound is going to be even more.
Yeah, I love it. It's Daebak for me. I was more familiar with his like sort of acoustic guitar ballad style, which he has released a couple of singles like that before. This whole EP is very pop and very like synth pop, rock pop rock. So yeah, I loved it. The music video, he was very charming in the music video. I think that's his appeal for fans as well. Like he's very charismatic.
Yeah, it's a great again for maybe people who hadn't seen him on the other Survivor shows he was on. Maybe people will come to get to know him, and it's an extra little boost for like his debut in the group.
Yeah, but it's interesting because as you said, like this was marketed as his solo debut.
Yeah,
right before like. I'm not even kidding. Like the album was dropped and the next day he was announced as a member.
Yeah, it was his teaser photo as like part of the group.
Yeah, which was very surprising because the other group that was debuting, people were not expecting Jay Chang to be in it.
Nope.
Because it has other members from
that's
Boy
pretty
Planet.
good marketing, honestly.
But,
yeah. And this group, One Pact, they have former members from TO1 and Cypher.
Yeah. Two very controversial groups.
Yes.
Oh, poor Cypher. It was Daebak for me. I thought Jay showed off his strong vocals, and like it was this style really suits Jay. So Daebak for me.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so then wrapping up this comeback session, are we Daebak or not on Ailey's comeback, the queen, with Ratata featuring Lil Cherry?
I am Daebak on it. The music video was really fun.
Yeah.
There was a lot going on in the music video. It had drag queens. The male lead was really good looking.
He was.
I love the male leads in all of her music videos.
She has good taste.
Actually, it was kind of interesting when I was watching the music video. I got so distracted by the music video that I had to go back and listen to the song separately.
The visual was
like,
too intense.
I was like,
Completely cut out audio.
Exactly. I was like, wait, let me listen to the song itself if it sounds good. But yeah, I liked it.
Mm-hmm. I'm also Daebak for similar reasons.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The quality of the music video pushes me over into slight Daebak category. Mm-hmm. I think that the music itself, it didn't quite grab me. I'm not going to add it to my playlist. But, you know, it's good to see her. And the video is entertaining. Male lead, hot stuff.
Right. Okay. So I guess we'll go again. We'll quick rapid fire with the rest of these Daebak or not headlines. So are we Daebak or not on this lineup that we have for Jungkook's debut album Golden? I'm not, I'll be honest.
I haven't been vibing with his solo stuff so far. I'm sorry. So maybe the B-sides, maybe there will be an emotional song in there somewhere. Maybe it will be good. I don't know. So far, he has a song with Major Lazer.
Yeah, he's really trying to be a Western pop boy, and I'm here for his dream, but it's not what I would have picked for him.
Exactly. Like I want his more emotional stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like he has a demo called Decalmania.
Oh,
yeah. Yeah, that one.
Mm-hmm.
And that demo is like, it's so good. I'm like, just drop it somewhere.
Right.
But yeah, I want more stuff like that from him. But it's also interesting, like there are only like 3 female songwriters on this album. Which is no shade, but okay.
We'll
One
see.
of them is Lato. One of them is the featured artist on the song. So
Right.
Yeah, she might have just wrote her stuff.
Yeah, which to be honest, like her song is probably the one I'll enjoy the most out of all of them. All the others, I'm just not as interested.
It's interesting that the producers behind Dynamite are on this album, though. The 2 songwriters, David and Jessica, are on this album.
Definitely.
So,
that makes me less excited.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a Dynamite hater through and through.
Yeah, but
I feel similarly that it's kind of not. It just kind of shows that he is still like striving for that white Western approval.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, it's not a good look for me. Like you are so much more than that. You have so much potential.
Yeah. And I've only like seen like little bits of this on Twitter, so I haven't been able to watch the official thing, but he did like write an interview where he was talking about like of the artists out right now who could really do a proper crossover. He feels like it's him. Like to really bring, to be that Asian artist that makes it to #1 in the Western markets.
I mean, for me, it's like Seven, for example, was nominated for Song of the Summer at the VMAs, and it ended up winning, I think. And I was like, was it really the Song of the Summer? Was it a radio hit? Or was it because the fans voted for it and it became the Song of the Summer? And
yeah,
so,
it did win. I just checked.
Yeah, so it's like, because I don't hear him on the radio. I haven't
heard him yet, yeah.
I don't hear Seven. I haven't heard 3D, even though Jack Harlow is on it, which is a very popular artist on the radio. I haven't heard his stuff. So I'm just like, is the crossover happening because he's becoming a pop radio artist? Or
I'm
is the crossover
at
happening because the fans are pushing for it?
I'm looking at the nominees here. We have What It Is. We have Cuff It. We have Cupid. Are you kidding me? That Seven beat those? All right, this is a wrap. Nah, man.
Okay. So we're not feeling this album, but
I'll listen to it.
We are feeling right is Taemin's upcoming comeback, right? With Guilty. We saw the mood clips and the photos, teaser photos come out. He's, showing off his belly button. He's in the desert, so we know it's going to be sexy R&B.
Yeah.
If Drip Drop is any indication.
Something. I need to hear something before I can say anything.
No, really?
I don't know.
Okay,
Photos can be deceptive.
Before, I don't even need to hear it. It's Daebak. I'll just say that.
Okay.
I'm excited. And it's been his first comeback in over 2 years.
Yeah.
Like I got that big teaser when I saw him at KCON do his solo performances. So okay, I can't wait to see him after this comeback post-military service, like what he's bringing in.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah, so we're all Daebak for Taemin's Guilty.
Oh yeah,
even though we haven't heard it.
I just saw the photos.
That's all you needed.
He has brown hair. He's looking casual, LA, California boy. Mm-hmm. There's a little like smooth R&B vibe just coming through. We'll see what happens. I would be fine with a drip drop, press your number round 2. I'm here for it. I'm here for whatever he's gonna give, honestly.
Right, because we were just saying before the show, like this is his break from his like dark sexy persona to his just
and he's super like buttoned up, dressed up, like just relax, Taemin. Kick your shoes off, let your hair down,
twerk a little.
Hey, yes. Okay, coming down to Kingdom. What's happening?
Yeah, so Kingdom has been in the news recently for their recent comeback, coup d'etat, because of cultural appropriation. The packaging of the album has been compared to, or says it resembles the Quran, like the religious text of Islam. And so fans were like, no. And then they scrapped, what was it, 20,000, 70,000 copies?
70,000 copies.
And reprinted them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Syed, I know you had some thoughts about this.
Well, okay. So obviously, like, I am Muslim.
As
but
our resident Muslim correspondent. Sorry.
But obviously, like, I can't speak for all Muslims. But the packaging itself, yes, it did resemble the Quran. Like the typical cover art for Quran, it resembled that. But it mostly was a Persian style of decoration. The way the spine was designed, the way the borders were done, it's more of a Persian thing, which is obviously Islam has roots in Persia. So Quran has taken from that, but there are a lot more other books who also have that same style. So I personally didn't find any issue with it, but obviously a lot of fans did. So they ended up scrapping 70,000 copies, which is a big deal because Kingdom is not a big group, not from a big company. And so, I mean, kudos to them for taking this seriously and like taking action instead of just, saying, oh, well, we can't do anything about this. But yeah, I mean, I didn't find it as a cultural appropriation. A lot of people got mad about it, but I think it's more nuanced than just like a very like straightforward cultural appropriation moment in K-pop. Yeah,
that's why it's like it's. I guess it is a Daebak for me on that sense of like companies like listening to fans and trying to be accountable for the things that they're doing. Yes. But it's so.
Yeah, it's also like, I mean, when their lineup was announced at debut, Jahan, who's the member who's the focus of this album, he's inspired by a Muslim ruler in India. And so everyone was a little bit skeptical about this one because it could have gone, either way.
Yeah.
Especially with how Desi culture is usually appropriated in K-pop. We've seen this with Blackpink and like a whole bunch of other artists. But surprisingly, they did a really good job of incorporating the Indian culture into their comeback. So they shot the music video in India. They performed in India, which I was surprised to see. They performed at this Korea-India diplomatic conference or whatever, which was cool. And they stayed there. They shot their music video. They did promotions there. So it wasn't just like, oh, we're going to take a piece of a culture and, use it for our aesthetic. And yeah, I mean, like the song itself is really good. So I don't have any issues with it.
Yeah, thank you for that insight. Thanks for sharing the nuance there. Yeah, I think overall, Daebak on, just like Michaela said, company listening to the fans calling them out. And yeah, hopefully they do better in the future, learn more. I saw the image of the album. I just laughed. I was like, that's totally the Quran.
I mean, it's very very uncanny. Like they did not try.
Come on, man. That's just obvious. Yeah, and you can just imagine what they're thinking. Like, ooh, yeah, that's so like artistic. That's so
it's like so exotic.
Exotic, yeah, exotic is the word. Yeah. They're just like, ooh, it's so cool.
Not exotic.
Yeah,
I always think
gotta
like
get away
K-pop
from that.
fans think K-pop artists and companies always think like, oh my god, it's so exotic. Whenever they try something like that.
All right, last news item.
Yeah, wrapping it up with some lighter merch.
Yeah.
Matthew from Card and Pablo from Epic High have hinted at new light sticks. Though this is not apparently for BM. It's not a Card light stick. It's for his BTG brand, aka Big Titty Gang. So to describe the little image that he teased, it's just like what seems to be like a black handle of a light stick with like a clear, sparkly dome, and then like a pink inside, and there's BTG on the side.
Yeah.
So, are we Daebak or not on this
dome?
light stick? Right, because it could just be like a pink titty.
X.
I'm going to be a not on this only because Card does not have a light stick yet.
Yeah, hold up.
And as a multi fan who told I told myself I was never going to buy any light sticks because, again, I love too many groups. The only light stick I will ever buy is Card's light stick. I don't know. It feels so silly to be buying this first before Card.
You might have to get this one.
Right? I feel like this is what it's going to be.
Also, like, Card has toured so much. Like, why don't they not have a light stick?
Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm not on this, unfortunately.
Come on, come
just
through,
from that
budget.
premise.
I am Daebak for a completely different reason.
Tell us.
So his interaction, a tangent of these new light sticks, have been their interaction with Woosung from The Rose.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Best bro.
Which I am living for, and Twitter was living for it as well.
Right.
So basically, if you don't know, what happened was, moving on to, I guess, Epic High's light stick, when Tableau announced that they are going to do a light stick, Woosung replied to the tweet saying like he would like to exchange his light stick for the Rose one. Like, I give you the Rose, you give me the Epic High one. Then a couple of days later, I guess, BM announced his light stick, and Woosung did the same thing under his tweet, saying that I would give you the Rose light stick. I want the Big Titty Gang light stick. And he posted a couple of photos saying that I think I qualify.
Right.
Which were photos of him showing off. BM replied with, I want your other stick.
Oh my God. No, you didn't.
Oh my God. But like, This isn't the first instance of this, though, Stephanie. Like, they've done Instagram lives where they've just straight up flirted with each other for 20 minutes.
Totally.
And it's all that.
Yeah. And so Woo-sung replied with the shy emoji, like the blushing emoji with it. And in light of all of this, his past comments on BM's Insta posts have been brought
In light
to light.
of this. Brought to light, yeah. K-pop investigative journalists.
I found one of them where it was like BM posted on Insta and it was like shirtless. And he said in the caption of his post was, "What's your ETA?" And Woo-sung replied with, "Be there in 20 minutes."
Hey.
So I'm like, you guys are being
Direct.
too sus right now, okay?
Ha.
Right?
Ow, ow.
Oh my gosh.
All right, that makes me extra Daebak on this.
On the BTG light stick.
Totally.
Okay. And then the last thing though, the epic high one. So to describe it, it's like
It's
a
the
Mickey
middle finger.
Mouse hand.
Yeah, that's what I was
flipping the
thinking.
bird with like a black handle.
Big old middle finger to the haters.
I'm a not on this. Like
yeah?
I agree, it's not offensive enough. It's
Not
too
offensive
cute.
enough.
It's too cute. Like I need the energy of like, you know, that cat that flipping people off. That like I think like Suga has that as like a mat in his like. I need more of that and more like sassy. This is just too cute.
Yeah.
But
But I
Tabo
li-
did say that this is like game changing for K-pop.
Yeah, for K-pop, this is edgy.
A middle finger. Like
I don't think K-pop fully comprehends like where Epic High is at, like ideologically and what they're actually talking about.
yeah. My thing is like, would the whole hand light up, or is it just the middle finger lighting?
You'll have to
Or
buy
maybe
one
they
to
have
find out.
they have different settings.
Yep.
You know,
Oh.
like maybe it's like the whole thing, and then for like the hard songs, like
It'll just flash the finger.
the finger.
Or like the fingers can move, so like you can
Whoa.
maybe make it like a peace sign instead.
Maybe.
I don't think Tablo would want that.
Nah.
He is not going to give that kind of flexibility.
Just middle
to his
finger
fans.
up and down, up and down. That's all I see.
But yeah,
Okay.
that was amazing.
Wait, so Stephanie, are you Daebak?
Yeah, I
on
said
this
Daebak.
line? Okay. Inside Daebak?
Yeah, I'm Daebak on this.
Okay, cool. All right, so that wraps up our episode, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. Please let our listeners know where they can find you on all the socials.
You can find me at sparker2 on Twitter.
You can follow us at Genius Korea on Twitter, which is genius_KOR, or on Instagram at genius.korea. We also have a TikTok.
Oh, TikTok.
Yeah, we're just launching it.
Oh, let me follow you right quick.
Yeah. And you can follow me at Michaela J Kpop on Twitter, and you can find all of us at the Kpopcast, and also our Slack is in the episode description. All right, bye everybody.
Cross the line, baby, I don't mind. 묻지마 내 마음. 나 지금 여기 almost there. Hey, strange, gotta get to know ya. Mr. Stranger, running into danger, gotta get to know ya.